Hello students, welcome back. This is Dr. Mercado. Welcome to course orientation part 2, which is going to deal with Blackboard. Now this course orientation is for all of my summer 24 classes. That includes summer 1, 2, and 3. Now in this particular orientation video, I'm going to be covering the Blackboard layout, the Start Here module, the course content, messages, announcements, and gradebook. This is just some general areas that I will be going over in Blackboard. Now, regardless of the summer session that you're taking or the course that you're taking, my courses in Blackboard are all structured the same, okay? And that is to make it easy for students to find the information, okay? So, let's go over how my course looks in Blackboard. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to exit out of here, and I'm going to go to my southtexascollege.edu website, and we're going to log in into Blackboard. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to enter your username and password, and we're going to sign in. Okay, so it's going to load. Okay. Now, if you go to the left-hand side, you're going to find maybe your menu options will look a little bit different than mine because I do have an instructor access. But you should have a section. I'm sorry about that. I clicked the wrong one. I clicked my Teams. Okay. Let me wait for it to load. Just give it a minute here so we can load. Okay, so on the left hand side we are going to go to the section that says courses, and if you click there it will open a list of your classes. Now we have to select the term on top, and we are doing the summer session. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's try it again because here we go, courses. Okay, so under current courses, it should automatically default to your summer sessions. I am recording these lectures before the summer begins. That way I can have everything ready for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to the summer 2024. Okay, so now we know that these are the courses that I will be teaching in the summer session. Okay, so if you see here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 online classes, and then we have one online scheduled meeting time with the high school. Okay, so I'm going to have 4 regular online classes and one online class, which we're going to be meeting twice a week. Okay, so when we access our course, like I said, it doesn't matter which course I choose, they're all going to be structured the same. Okay, so let me go ahead and begin with this Principles of Financial Accounting class. Okay, I believe this one is for a summer 3 session. Okay, now at the very top, you're going to have your Pronto Instant Messenger application. I encourage you to download it. I use it a lot for my students. For example, if you have a question and it's Saturday and you're not sure if I'm available to answer, you can post your question on Pronto to the entire class, and then maybe someone from your class can assist you if I'm not available. Okay, so it's a messaging app, it's live, you post something to the course, and then all of your classmates have access, including myself, to respond. Okay, so that is just at the very top. It's another way of communication, so I encourage you to download it into your phones or your devices. Okay, now we have the Start Here tab. Okay, if you open up the Start Here tab, you're going to have instructor resources. Okay, so if you go there, you're going to have instructor and course information. Okay, so just go over and open up the different folders under the Start Here folder, and then you'll find information. Yes, this is a summer 3 class. This is my contact information. I am not going to be in my office, so if you do need to contact me, please contact me either through Blackboard, through email, through Pronto, or if it's some kind of an emergency, I've included my mobile number as well. But during the summer, I do not visit my office. I work from home. So please make sure that you have that information available. My email address is there. For this particular class, it's online asynchronous, so we will not be meeting. And then we have our office hours. Then you have your orientation videos you need to listen to. You've got 3 videos that you need to listen to. And then just general information about the course. Make sure that you read it. The textbook information. All of that stuff is available, so just make sure that you navigate and become familiar with the content, okay? The next thing you have is your Concourse syllabus, okay? Please open up your Concourse syllabus. It's going to direct you to a different page, okay? And print it out, okay? It is very important that you print out a copy of your syllabus. Now, every syllabus for every class will be different, so please make sure that you print out the syllabus for your specific class, okay? So, let's open up the syllabus. Let me see if it allows me to, because it's okay. Here we go. So here we have a copy of the syllabus, all of the information, my office hours, how to contact me. Okay, if you scroll down, you have a table that tells you week by week what we're going to be working on and how many points each of the assignments are worth. That is available for all classes. Of course, the information will vary by class, but you do have that information available. Your grading criteria, how am I going to grade the specific course, the grade point scale, the textbook information, all of this wonderful information. Now, why do I ask you to print it out? I asked you to print it out for the topic outline, okay? So on the topic outline, you're going to have week by week what we're going to be working on and the assignments that need to be completed. That way, when you're working on week 1, you begin with your syllabus and course orientation quiz in Blackboard. Once you're done, you mark it off. Then you go on to your Cengage tutorial assignment. Once you're done, you mark it off. Then you move on to your Chapter 1 homework. Once you're done, you mark it off. So as you're completing your assignments, you mark them off, and that way you ensure that you complete all of the tasks for the week, okay? And then you move on to week number 2. Now, week number 1 assignments are only open from June the 3rd through June the 9th. You only have 1 week to work on this. If you don't complete it by June the 9th, then you will no longer have access to it. Once week 2 begins, we will begin on June the 10th, and then this is what you're going to be working on Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. Okay, and then these are the assignments that you have to complete. Okay, so please print out your topic section here. That way you know exactly what you need to do. There is no excuses of you not knowing, because all of the information is outlined in your syllabus. So please print it out, okay? So then you've got some folders about technical support, if you have any questions, who you can contact, how to submit a ticket, all of this wonderful stuff. Please make sure that you review it, okay? So just make sure this is just information. You're not going to break anything if you just go through the different information in your Start Here folder. Okay. Now, depending on the class, you might have more or less information on your Start Here folder, but there's nothing that you need to do on the Start Here folder except print your syllabus, okay, and review all of the information provided, okay. Once you're done reviewing and printing, then you can begin working on your assignments. I've got a folder here called Cengage Assignment Links. This is where you can access the main landing page for the course. This is where you would select it, and it will take you to Cengage. This is how to access your ebook. You have a direct link to it. If you need technical support for Cengage, you've got a link to that. And then you've got your student dashboard. This is just some general links that you might need, so I've provided them to you here. Okay. And then once you've done that, you are ready to begin on week number 1. Okay. So be very careful, because I do split out the information into separate folders by chapter. That is how I segregate the work. I don't want to confuse or overload the students. So, for example, on week 1, we only have 1 folder. We're going to be covering the course intro and Chapter 1 for this specific class. Okay, so if I open it up, okay, you have everything that you need in this folder. You always begin by going over the information under the overview, course learning outcomes, to-do lists, and deadlines. Okay, you open that up and it's going to show you what we're going to be covering this week. So this week, we usually start off with the quote on top. That way, you know, it kind of motivates you. Then I give you a short overview of Chapter 1. This is an overview. This does not replace you reading. You still have to read chapter 1. Okay, this is just a summary of what chapter 1 entails, what we're going to learn. These are the chapter objectives. Okay, below that, you're going to have your PowerPoint for chapter 1 that you can download and print. And then after that, you have the assignments that are due for this week. So this week you have your syllabus quiz, your Cengage tutorial, your chapter 1 homework, and your chapter 1 quiz. And everything is done due June the 9th. Then below that, I have 2 videos that I have recorded myself that help you cover 2 of your problems in your homework. Okay, these are lengthy videos. You can pause them, you can resume them, but please make sure that you watch them. Because I've had students message me, Miss, I'm so lost on this problem. Well, watch this video that I posted. It's an hour long and it explains in detail how to complete it. Okay, it's there. Okay, please make sure that you watch any of the videos that I've uploaded. They're very helpful. Okay, so this highlights what we're going to be doing this week. Okay, once you review that information, then you begin completing your assignments. The first assignment that you have to complete is your syllabus quiz. Okay, that syllabus quiz will be used for attendance purposes. Please make sure that all students complete the syllabus quiz. Okay, and then you begin your reading. You're going to read chapter 1. You're going to click on the link and it's going to take you to Cengage where you're going to be doing the reading for chapter 1. Once you're done reading, you begin working on your assignments. Now, me personally, in week number 1, you're going to do your Cengage tutorial. That tutorial is going to show you how to navigate and explore Cengage. So it's setting you up for future assignments. And then what I recommend is before you work on your homework, you tackle your quiz first. The quizzes are multiple choice quizzes. Depending on the class, it might be 10 or 15 questions, okay? But the quizzes are multiple choice, fill in the blank. I recommend you do your quiz first and get it out of the way, okay? Now, in all of my classes, I do give 2 attempts and I always keep the highest grade. I encourage all of my students to utilize the 2 attempts provided. That way you can get the most points possible, okay? And once you're done with your quiz, then you begin your homework. Okay. Now, if you see here, I've already embedded the links to all of the assignments. All you have to do is just click on it and it will take you to either the reading or the actual assignment. Okay. But I just wanted to show you the layout of Blackboard. Now, let me exit here and let me enter another class. Okay. Let's do Introduction to Accounting 1, just so you can see that they're structured the same. You've got your Start Here folder. Okay, you've got information on the Start Here folder. Okay, review all of that information. You've got your Concourse syllabus here, print it out. Okay, once you're done reviewing, you've got your Cengage links to the course, your ebook, and all of that wonderful stuff. Same way. And then you begin with week number 1. And then this is everything that you have to do, your module overview, and your videos. Okay, so this is what you're going to begin with, what we're going to cover, and then you have your video down here and your PowerPoint. Okay, so regardless of the class, the layout is the same. Okay, and then you have your links to the specific assignments. All you have to do is click on the link and it will take you to the assignment. I will not be clicking on the link right now because that will be my course orientation part 3 video where we go into detail about Cengage. For now, I'm just kind of like introducing to you the setup of Blackboard. Now, if you notice for this particular class, this is my Accounting 1303 VO1. I've got one folder for week 1. I have one folder for week 1 for chapter 1. Then I've got another folder for week 1 for chapter 2. And then I've got another folder for week 1 for chapter 3. So you've got 3 different folders. And why do I separate it? Because I separate my information by chapter. I don't want to just dump everything into one folder and then students become overwhelmed. So what you need to do is first we work on week 1, chapter 1. You complete all of these assignments. Once you're done with week 1, then you're going to go to week 1, chapter 2. You're going to open it up and you're going to complete your assignments for chapter 2. And then you're going to go to week 1, chapter 3, open it up and complete your assignments here. Okay. And then those 3 weeks are all for week 1. Okay. Then the following week, you're going to have 3 folders for week number 2. One's going to be for chapter 4, chapter 5, and chapter 6. Please be very careful and make sure that you go through every weekly folder that I've provided. I've had students in the past just work on the first folder and they forget about chapter 2 and 3. Okay, that is why it's important that you print out your syllabus. That way you know from the information in your syllabus that you have to complete chapter 1, 2, and 3 in week 1. Therefore, there's 3 different content folders provided. Okay, so everything is clearly outlined. Week 2, week 2, week 2, week 3. We only have 1 folder. That's where you're going to complete your test and your project. And then you have week 4. You have 3 folders for week 4. And then for week 5, you have your final exam. Okay, so this is the layout. Now, all you have to do is open up the weekly folder, and then you have access to your module overview. That is where you're going to find your videos, your PowerPoints, what we're going to be covering, a list of your assignments, so on and so forth. So please make sure that for every folder, you go and review the module overview information. Okay, so this is the layout of the class. Very easy to follow. Okay, announcements. I post announcements every week. As you can see here, I've got 3 announcements scheduled. I've got a welcome announcement going out on June the 3rd. And then I've got a follow-up announcement on June the 4th, reminding students of the week 1 assignments. And then I have another announcement scheduled on June the 6th, okay? And I will be adding these announcements every week as I go. I usually post my announcements on Monday, reminding students of what is it that they need to do. So this is just an example of the welcome announcement. What you need to do, any important information that I need to share with you is provided to you here. Okay, then I post the assignment reminders for the week, and then you'll have a list of things that you have to do for this week. It also serves as a checklist. Print it out and mark them off as you do them. Okay, I remind you of the due dates, and so on and so forth. So please keep up. Make sure that you read all of the announcements that I post. Okay. For my class, we do not have any discussions, so you don't have to worry about discussions. Okay. Then you'll have your grade book. As you complete your assignments in Cengage, the grade information is going to populate into Blackboard. So whatever you do in Cengage will be coming into Blackboard, and then that is where I will be calculating the final grade. Okay. So please make sure that you review your your Cengage assignments, and make sure that whatever you do in Cengage is flowing into your Blackboard gradebook. Okay, because the Blackboard gradebook is what we use for final grading. So if you identify, let's say you did a quiz and you got a 90 and it's not showing up on Blackboard, let me know so I can either resync the gradebook or enter it manually, figure out what I need to do to be able to get that Cengage grade into Blackboard. All of your grades have to reflect in Blackboard. Okay. Messages, this is the preferred method of communication with me. If you have a question or whatever the case might be, you can just do a new message over here on the right hand side, and then it opens up, and then you can look for the name. Okay, I'm usually at the very top. You have my name, and then you type your message here. Now, if you're going to be sending me a message because you don't understand something, please make sure that you provide me with the assignment name, the assignment problem number that you're working on, your attempted step-by-step solution, so I can review and provide guidance. I am not just going to give you the answer. I want to see what you're working, so what you're doing as you're completing the assignment. That way I can identify the area that you're struggling with, and I can redirect you so you can be able to complete the problem successfully. Okay, I don't want messages, I am completely lost. Okay, there is no such thing as I'm completely lost. If you read, make sure that you read to comprehend. The information in the textbook is very well explained, along with the publishers providing you with excellent examples. It's just a matter of taking the time to read and carefully analyze the information provided. Okay, but if you have any questions, this is where my preferred method of communication is, through Blackboard messages. Okay, so let me close that out. And that's basically all of the tasks or the different labels that we're going to be using. The main one will be the course content. That is where you're going to find the information for the course. Okay, like I said, all of the information is provided. I've broken it down by week and by chapter. That way you don't get overwhelmed. That way you say, okay, I'm on week 1, chapter 3. What are we covering in chapter 3? Well, in chapter 3, we are going to be learning about the double entry framework, This is my learning objectives for this chapter. This is what I have to complete, the due date, and then you have your videos down here so you can be able to watch those videos and hopefully you get a better understanding of the content. Okay, I took the time and effort to record these videos to help you. Please make sure that you take the time to listen to them. Okay, so that is it for Blackboard, the Blackboard layout. It's very straightforward. Please explore it, navigate. You're not going to break anything by just clicking buttons. Okay. If you have any questions about where to locate any of the information, please let me know and I will be more than glad to assist. Okay. So we are ready now to listen to the last and final orientation video. That's going to be part 3, which is going to deal with Cengage. Now in that part, we are going to explore how to set up your account and how to access your assignments on Cengage. And I'll provide you with an overview of how a quiz and a homework assignment looks like on my end. Okay, so that is it. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.